Welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest Japanese collectibles and figurines straight out of Japan, and you can find out more details about us in the description of this video, including our Facebook page and our eBay store. So first I want to do a shout out. Got a very nice message the other day. They say, "Thank you for offering such great figures, smiley face. I always watch your YouTube channel and it's very interesting learning about all the new release MSP figures, and also had to say the custom repaint Gohan is incredible. Please never stop. Kind regards, Zero from Australia." So we do know his real name because he's bought from us, but a big shout out to Mr. Zero from Australia. Really love getting messages like that. The figure he's actually referring to, I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago. So this was the repaint Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that he's referring to. So let's get into this figure. So this is the Tsume Arts Uchiha Madara figure. Tsume Arts are a French company, and they've released a few different Naruto figures. I've reviewed one of them, which was the Pain figure, and basically with that one I said that it was a fantastic figure, but was just very expensive. When he came out, he was about 130, 150 bucks, around that. In comparison, when a figure like this came out, this is a Japanese figure from Brand Presto. You could probably get that for 40 or 45 bucks when it first came out. Obviously, you can't now get it for that price, but when it first came out. So, 3 to 4 times the price for something that really, is not that different, in my opinion. And pretty much the same deal, I think, with the Uchiha Madara figure. You do get a bit more in this figure. There's a bit more different parts and accessories, but still pretty expensive to get this figure. Again, as a comparison, this is a Japanese figure. Actually, it was released worldwide, this one, because it came with the video game. But this figure, lots of detail. You could get this again when it came out. If people were selling them separately from the video game, you probably get it for about 50 bucks, 45, 50 bucks, around that. So again, 3 times the price for something that really isn't massively different. So the Tsume Arts figures are very expensive. The way they get away with that is because they release characters that haven't been released in Japan. For example, there hasn't been a Pain figure, hasn't been a Madara figure, so you haven't really got much choice. But anyway, let's have a bit of a look at this figure. So you can see it comes with the Gunbai, which is the Japanese war fan. Comes with a chain. You get the base and the main body of the figure. And you also have the alternate head. So the difference between these two heads is the left one has the Rinnegan, and the other one has the Sharingan. So it's cool that they did that, but I felt that it was a bit of a waste that they made 2 heads that look exactly the same except the eye, because from a distance, are you really going to notice that well that this tiny little eye is different? So I felt that if they went to the effort of giving you 2 heads, that they should have actually made one with like an open mouth, or had the hair in like a different different sort of style. Maybe have it more dramatic, sort of blowing up or something like that. I don't know, out to the side a bit more. So it's very cool that they gave you 2 heads, but I do feel that they could have made it that a little bit more interesting, frankly. But I love the paint job's really cool, the detail's really cool. I love the mold and the sculpt of the figure. It's a good size. I think I said before it's nearly 20 centimeters. So yeah, bit hard to display this guy with. What do you display him with? Because there's no Obito figure, much to my disgust. Come on, we need an Obito figure. And there's no Hashirama figure. So what do you display him with? The best thing that I can think of is a figure that I have reviewed before. It is the QB Naruto figure. But that's a very rare figure in Japan. So Yeah, so very expensive. We did actually contact Tsume Arts to try and sell their figures, but they said that they can't. They have licensing agreements that they can't sell in Japan, and since we're based in Japan, then that didn't work out. So here is the box. Actually, I might get the figure out of the way and just quickly show you the box. Bear with me. There's still lots to come in this video. So that there is the box, and there you can see the two heads and the front. Now, you're wondering, why haven't I opened it? Am I going to open it? I'm going to release you from my Genjutsu and reveal that what you have been looking at is a fake figure. This is a fake box, fake figure, everything is fake. The story behind it, somebody I know bought it, and I said to them, there are fakes of these out there, so before you touch it, just show it to me, and I'll check it for you. And I determined that this is fake. So the first thing that gave it away to me, now firstly you'll actually notice that they have a bit of a typo here. That exists on the real figure, so even the real figure actually has that typo. The reason is because this Japanese character, this hiragana, can be pronounced as ha or wa. And I'm not going to waste time giving you a Japanese lesson on that, but depending on the circumstance, it can be read differently. Basically, if it's a part of a word, it's ha. If it's a grammatical particle, it's wa. You can do your own research on that. So I think they just made that mistake. Someone else said that in French, that's how they pronounce it. I don't know. It looks pretty silly either way, but the real one does have that mistake. But, the printing on the cardboard to me didn't seem that great. And, it was a bit damaged. You can see here, so, maybe cheaper quality. Maybe cheaper quality cardboard was used. I don't know. There were a couple of things that gave it away as well on the figures. I was pretty sure it was fake, but I wanted to check, so I watched a couple of videos on YouTube, and I'm going to put the links of those in the description of this one, so you can watch people with the real one and compare it to this one. And I'm going to now show you how you know. So this is the top of the box. And the top of the box on the real one actually has the Tsume Arts logo printed here. And you'll see that there is no logo there. They've got the name, but there isn't the logo. Secondly, when you open the figure, there is actually printing on this flap and this flap. It just looks like a code or some sort of production thing. But you can see with this fake figure, there is no printing on either of those flaps. The other way that you can know is this is the back of the box, and the back of the box should have, again, the Tsume Arts logo here. It should have a barcode here, and there's two orange boxes here. I'm not exactly sure what it says, but there is stuff printed here on the real box. So watch the videos, the real one. One of them's not in English, but it shows the box very, very well. So yeah, so pretty cheeky though, because they've used, they've used the Naruto logo, they've used the Tsume name, and they even have the copyright here at the bottom. But it is fake. So let's now actually have a look at the figure. Now, the real one, and again you can see this in the videos, the real one has two pieces of tape, clear tape, going on either side of the figure. This one has tape going all the way around the figure. So that's another way that I thought, okay, this is fake. The other thing is you'll notice that the paint job here on this particular one looks a bit dodgy. You would not, it's not a big deal, but you would not expect something like that on a figure that you paid $150 for. So you can see that the paint job is a little bit shoddy, but that it is actually very metallic. It's hard to see, obviously, because of the reflection, but the paint job overall is pretty good. The Rinnegan also looks, and this is one of the things I've noticed first, it almost looks white, and the Sharingan also almost looks completely black. It's not, but they've struggled a bit with the sort of minor details. So yeah, and the final thing that sort of gave it away was the chain on the real one is meant to be like straight, whereas you can see this one actually curves. And the real one actually, you can see where it's meant to be in this sort of part that like pops out. It's meant to sort of run down, and then it sort of runs at like a three-dimensional right angle. I don't know the correct sort of mathematical term, but it's meant to sort of be flat and horizontal here, and then run up vertically here. And you know, when you think about that, that's quite a hard thing to manufacture. So this one is just sort of manufactured like just flat. Which would look pretty silly when you think about it, when it's sort of meant to be like sort of a pile of chain on the base and it's just kind of standing up. And it's pretty hard to see that in the videos, but another way you can tell is that the end of the chain is meant to be pointing out, away from the actual vertical part of the chain. You can see this one is pointing in, so they had to change the whole sort of mold of the chain in the fake version. Now obviously this hasn't been opened, because I actually helped the person get this refunded, and took a bit of a knack, but so yeah, not going to open this one, but I don't know how it all would fit together, but given it's fake, it might be a bit difficult to put together. So that just shows you how careful you need to be. And in fact, another thing I really need to show you is the bottom of the base even has, again, the copyright, the company name, the real company name, and the Madara name as well. So this is a pretty good quality fake. It really is pretty good quality fake. The person paid about $80 for it. So if it was like 30 or 40 bucks, it's like, okay, a quarter of the price of the original, and it's not bad. Maybe keep it. But when you're paying $80 for a fake figure that basically has no collectible value, you really got to have your doubts. So it's pretty scary. Fake figures of this quality are out there. So I thought that would definitely be worth sharing. As I said, watch, pause, whatever you want to do. The other two videos I'm going to put in the description of this one. And you can confirm the things that I told you in this video, how you know that it's fake. So yeah, pretty scary stuff. Now I want to make some videos actually showing you like live listings online, so you can tell before you make a purchase, because that's the key, right? Before you make the purchase, what's fake or not. I haven't had time to research a good application to record on computer and add audio, so if anyone knows to save me the trouble, please leave a comment. So yeah, but anyway, thank you very much for watching. That is my thoughts on the Madara figure, and also just showing you some of the quality of the fake figures that exist. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.